Yeah, so welcome. Welcome to I'm going to use that audio. Yeah, I'm going to use that as the audio. Welcome to podcast 69. This is going to be a very special episode.
Yeah, I thought this is supposed to be the missing episode.
Yeah, we're flipping this episode on its head, man. We're doing a literal 69. Just coming off the aftermath that was the Halloween episode.
Yes.
I want to talk about that for a little bit. Okay, so there was a lot of stuff in this creative process that ended up happening as we went on. Like the new stuff.
Oh, yeah. So there was a big gag that we were doing the entire month. Subtle hints.
Yeah, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, if you didn't notice.
That wasn't real.
For our Spotify listeners, you're probably very confused. Because you're like, yeah, we found this news broadcast is very crazy. It's just your voice. Welcome. I'm Ryan McKnight.
But there's something that we have just found out that's news to you. But in the final newscast, I bring up this demon. And I was like, oh, it says he's like the 9th prince of hell, which I didn't do much research because I had to find some name and I just picked like the closest one. I saw he was like the 9th prince of hell. But it turns out that I picked the demon of lust. Yeah, and I'm in there. You'll hear like this voice in the static that I'm saying all this stuff. And it gets so bad when you think of it that he's the demon of lust. I'm like, release the blood. Just like jerking off.
The guy peeking through the door. And then when he rushes in, there's like implications for us.
The demon of lust shows over his
oh no.
But never mind. Say shout out to your cousin for watching.
Shout out to my other demons out there.
Shout out to the demon of lust.
Yeah, for being such a great sport.
No, please go back and listen to all that stuff. I'm like, make them famous and shit like that. It just sounds like he's busting in to make a sex tape.
Oh man.
There was an outtake. There's gonna be a blooper reel probably. We just randomly call him like the lover of head. The lover of what is it?
Yeah, originally we were supposed to do it more of as a gag, and we were supposed to call him like the man who loves head or something like that because he decapitates people. And now knowing that we called him now knowing that he's the demon of lust, the lover of head is wild. So many things just naturally fell into place.
I've always wanted to get a Santa costume. God, that was really weird staring at you. I've always wanted to get a Santa costume. But like, I don't know, we can maybe pull up.
I've been in one. Remember that? I have been a
You're
Santa
summer
Claus.
Santa.
No, I was never summer Santa. I was never a Santa between the months of June, July, and August. I was never that. I was the perfect Santa. I was a brown Santa. I was perfectly tan at the time.
Oh, okay.
You know, it looked like Santa got some massive windburn, but like he was. I had my Santa voice on. Come on, let's go around. Let's hear your Santas. You start over here.
I don't know if I can do that right now. I don't know. Like I'd have to like build myself up. I don't know.
He's like, those are some big shoes to fill. Yeah. Honestly, they were big shoes to fill. I had to wear boots inside of like his boots to fit Santa's boots. And I was like, ho, ho, ho. And I was sitting in my chair and then they would all run to me and I'm in my big fucking mitts. And I'm just like, but the funny thing was I only did the ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Because I was like, eventually my voice is going to break or I'm going to do something. So I just talked as me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, putting on a voice for, I don't know how long, get a little grating. Yeah.
And like, I felt like it would have sounded a little bit too hokey because like the ho 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 is one thing, but then all of a sudden I'm like, how are you doing, little girl? You know, it's like, that's second, like eventually that just sounds weird and somebody's going to be like, that's not your voice. And I'll be like, fuck you.
Yeah. So
doesn't it suck that like we can celebrate Christmas right now, but we can't? Because of all this shit happening in November.
All these other holidays going on.
Relax. There's one thing that's happening in November.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, which is annoying. Well, actually, not here, but like, I don't know. I feel like the U.S. like dictates everything of like when holidays should be celebrated. Because like as soon as like their Thanksgiving Macy's parade's over,
I feel like you know that just because you're so ingrained with everybody like over there, because like people know who you are. They speak to you. You got a lot of attention from the States. So with us, it's like I don't have that. It's like everybody that I know, they think like, it's whatever. It's like,
because honestly,
Halloween's over.
Our Thanksgiving feels like nothing. Whenever I bring it up, people are like, "The fuck's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I'm Canadian." Yeah. Every year I have to say I'm Canadian, but like we're the only place that does it, and it's so annoying.
What's wrong with us?
Because ours is all to do with harvest. The Americans has to do with like pilgrims.
Yeah, I think we talked about this 3 weeks ago. We asked the same question.
But I really believe it just makes more sense here because by time October 31st rolls around, there's snow. If we were like, it's supposed to be like leaves, autumn time for Thanksgiving. By the time November rolls around, we got snow on the ground.
Also, we're going to be getting snow soon.
By the time this pod's out, there's supposed to be snow this week, actually.
Oh, yeah.
On one of the days. It's snow and rain.
Might have to do some spring cleaning. Is the pool still out there, I think? Is the pool still wrapped up out there, or did I take it away?
No, remember next Saturday, we're going to plan like 4 or 5 hours. We'll wake up 8 a.m. Just be a fucking job.
He said, is the pool still out there? And you said no, because remember next Saturday? It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
No, because we're going to clean up the whole fucking garage, everything, clean everything out, go to the dump, bring up all the shit in the backyard. Next Saturday, we'll start at like 8:30 a.m. in the morning.
Okay. I want to explain to you guys something, because last night I went out. Where did I go? Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's the playboy that I am. I meant to go meet somebody, but so I returned, right? And you had 3 deer in your front yard.
Yeah, they're always there.
Really?
Well, the same deer, only just knows them.
Well, I don't know them.
So then I was like, I walked in and I was like to Brandon, holy shit, there was like 3 deer outside. Now, 3 deer outside is weird, right?
Yeah.
But he ended up saying something weirder. He looks at me and goes, "Oh, fake deer?" And I'm like, "No, where the fuck would those come from? Fake deer."
Like that's a big, crazy thing.
Like from when I left, somebody put fake deer outside.
Yeah, it's always interesting seeing deer. There's just, this kind of wonder, where do they come from? Where are they sleeping?
Well, you guys got the woods. You guys got it's just like right down your street.
I only ever see them. It's funny. I only ever seen them like in the streets. Like I'm going in the woods. I never see them in the woods.
Yeah, right down your street. There's a fucking like park.
Yeah, there's
ever see a deer run or whatever, like prance?
Yes,
it's majestic.
I've ran. You know how many deer I've hit with my fucking car?
Fucking many.
I've hit 3 deer with my fucking car. You ever see him
swerve into them? You're like, fuck this dude.
Fuck you. Yeah, I've
another one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to gain points at this point. But so there was a big story, right?
Yep.
Logan Paul, KSI,
Beast Boy,
other guy, Mr. Beast Boy. They came out with their Lunchables competitor Lunchly.
That has mold in it.
They're finding mold in it. Do you see this? In the cheese, they were like big on like, oh shit, like we're much better than Lunchables. One, because we have Prime in it, arguably poison. And then secondly, they're like, our cheese doesn't have all these preservatives. I can't fucking speak today. All these preservatives in it. And then all of a sudden you need these preservatives because people are opening it up. Lots of mold in there. People are opening up these Lunchables to mold, which is one, terrifying. Because if you give these to kids young enough, they don't know what it is. I
like Logan Paul's tweets on this, where he's like, "There's no mold in these Lunchlies." But then eventually somebody shows it. He's like, "All right, there's mold in that one." And then, like, he literally gave a tweet like that, and then he moved on.
Okay, that one you got me.
You got me. Literally, you got me there. I can't. There's mold.
But like, I have no idea. Like. One, they tried to market it as like something healthier, but it's just less calories. Which even though like I know if I'm drinking 0 sugar fucking Dr. Pepper, I know it's as much as it is shitty as regular Dr. Pepper. I'm just not gaining weight. It's not like I'm like, this is fucking, every time I drink one of these, it has health benefits. Not at all. Yeah, and like a doctor pointed out that they rebranded sodium as electrolytes in the Prime energy drinks. And it's like, no, electrolytes are like all of it. It seemed like potassium, all this other stuff. So like they're mislabeling their shit just to make it sound more, I don't know, powerful, edgy. Also, I'm amazed at Mr. Beast, knowing the drama that he was going through. I don't know if anybody cares anymore, but he teams up with Logan Paul and KSI. Are you serious? Like Logan Paul of all people? My God.
See, thing is, like, I feel like that's just like Twitter world. They're upset with those people. Like, I obviously don't know anything. I don't follow that. I remember the whole Woods video.
I think the world's upset
like that.
with Logan
But like,
Paul.
if they were doing something like, say that they came here or to cities, they're touring around doing this and that. Like, I think for the most part, people just kind of go to those things, even if they're, say they were like boxing. Like, people will just show up at those events. I don't think anyone has crazy opinions. It's just online. I see a lot of those opinions like about these people. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure the Logan Paul stuff is pretty legit. Mr. Beast is so big, no matter what. Even if you took away half his audience, he's still killing it.
Honestly, he's doing a strategy that I would do. Just ignore it. Don't address it.
Addressing it hiding, you motherfucker.
No, because addressing it would just let more people know about. Like, apparently he was just fucking up with gambling and shit, doing illegal lotteries.
Yeah, like, no, that's, well, the world wants you to like address things, and they're constantly asking for like, that's the one thing I learned about hockey is like there'll be like all these issues going on. They want the NHL to respond. They say nothing, or they'll put out one statement and they're like, we're done. And then people are like, what the fuck? You can't do that.
Yeah, like, they want more. They want
and
blood.
That's it. A year later, no one's talking about it and it's gone.
It is true. Like, the world wants answers, and they want answers now. But at this point, we are so quick to assume and to demonize people rather than wait for everything. And we've seen that in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
So I guess it is like, if Mr. Beast got some shit going, and I know there's some stuff with the courts, just wait till that ruling rather than to actually absolutely. Yep. Because we jump the gun.
Yeah.
Every fucking time, everybody jumps the gun. It's like, this person did a terrible thing. Well, they fucking suck. But like, I've seen Mr. Beast's views, and I think one of his videos recently did like the worst out of like all his videos in a long time, but it still has like tens of millions of views.
Yeah,
so honestly, like, I feel like most people who even say that shit about him still watch.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, well, I still enjoy it. And what if I don't tell anybody? Or because I think everybody in society, we're getting really deep into this shit.
Everyone.
No, but I think like most people in society like their image more than they do like their own morals. So they're willing to say shit to other people that they don't really live by. Yeah. So they'll be like, oh, Mr. Beast is trash. And they'll go home and watch him. Yeah. You know, because now they're not being judged by anybody. So they don't care.
Like, that's why I think if you really care about this shit, just don't watch anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That's simple. Talking about it just brings more attention to it. And I don't know.
Like, if any of these stories are true about Mr. Beast, like abusing who he's working with and like not feeding people and unsatisfactory work conditions.
I had no idea. I don't know any of the issues with Mr. Beast, so I've just been saying shit, but yeah, I don't know. That's
we'll see.
Murder.
He's not exactly he's not exactly being sued or anything.
He is.
Oh, he's suing. Is it for defamation? I think he's suing somebody for defamation. The dog pack, whatever guy.
No, some woman's suing him for like the work conditions of something.
Really? Okay.
Honestly,
we'll follow up on that.
So. When it comes, I
might just be saying shit. But
I don't know anything about that story. It's probably legit, but I know of
being really
people,
dismissive.
No, I just know of people that will bitch about work conditions, and I'm just like,
me. You know, it's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, well, yeah, it's hard work, but you know.
Well, no, supposedly like they weren't being fed, and you know,
yeah, if it's stuff like that, like if it actually is shit like that, then yeah, that's fucked up. Just fucking.
So
it supposedly was like Fire Island. Did you ever hear the story about Fire Island?
Yeah, that shit's fucked up.
That's what it was like. So
yeah, okay. If it's like that, then like I get it.
So before we move off the topic of like fall and stuff like that, even though I kind of did with the lunch mold, there's just something that I always consider Harry Potter along the lines of like fall shit. Yes. You know, like, because I think that's when they go back to school. That's
they always came out in November.
Yeah. So So, okay. Very aptly for the time, I guess. But okay, I just want to know if you guys know this. So Michael Gambon, I believe that's his name. He's the guy who played Dumbledore. He died on the exact same day as the woman who played McGonagall, but a year later.
Wait, she just died.
Yeah.
So you're saying that he's gonna die a year later?
He's dead.
The way you worded that was weird.
No.
You said that he died on the same day as her, but a year later. And she just died like last month. You're predicting shit again.
Yeah. So a few hours from now, something's bad. Something bad's gonna happen. I honestly, I didn't even know. It's like Gandalf, Dumbledore. Dumbledore died. Did he die a year ago?
A year ago,
Dumbledore
he died,
really?
and on the same day, a year later, she died.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird how these two powerful wizards are oddly connected.
I thought you said Diddy.
Somebody did say Diddy.
Bizarre that yeah, like and on the exact same day, like odd. Why? What is this coincidence? There are no coincidences out there.
Do you remember when the first Dumbledore died?
Same day, 20 years ago. Spreading lies. I don't know.
No, do you remember that though?
No,
I remember
I don't.
reading it in the newspaper. It was like,
Were you on toilet?
maybe, I don't know.
Wait, what? He was on the toilet?
Yeah.
No, I went in the kitchen and cause it was on the radio, but like I remember on the newspaper, it said Richard Harris died or whatever. And I remember thinking like, oh, what are they going to do about like the next movie?
You know that weird Richard Harris segue, but do you know that song that plays at the end of Beetlejuice? The one where it's a wedding scene and it's like goes on for like 8 minutes.
Way too long. Yeah.
That was sung by Richard Harris and his band.
Oh, really?
Dumbledore sang Beetlejuice's wedding song.
Wow.
But the weird Dumbledore who's like, oh,
That movie is wild.
like that Dumbledore sounded like he was stoned out of his mind every day on that throne.
Yeah.
like the Mr. Burns of fucking.
A lot of speeches and shit would not have hit as hard with
Yeah. See, that's my
Dumbledore.
favorite Dumbledore because
Yeah.
nostalgia. And I think that it works for like those movies, but I can't picture him doing the same shit that Michael Gambon did later on.
no.
Just think of that scene where fucking Dumbledore has like the fire in the air and he's like, whatever. And it's all
and he does the
epic.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. What's his line there? He says something badass like, "How do you plan on arresting me?" And then it's like,
Yeah. No.
"The fuck does he say?"
Oh, Dumbledore is fucking
It's like,
badass.
"You're not trapped in here with me." Wait, sorry, this is that backward. Whenever I'm trapped in here with you, he escapes. It's playing George Bush, or that scene where Harry Potter has to feed him like water.
Oh yeah,
spoon.
that
Harry,
scene's fucking
please.
so funny because you never see him like that, and then he's just like gripping, and Harry's feeding him shit, and he's like, oh fuck no.
The most random thing ever to get to a Horcrux or whatever.
You have to feed Dumbledore fucking cursed water.
I've got to drink it.
No, I
don't know.
remember
That's-
I was high one time watching that and I kept laughing. So I was like, what if Harry just kept doing it for no reason? Like,
Harry,
just
the
like,
curse is
fucking
over.
drink this.
I've got the Horcruxes.
Drink it.
You told me never to stop.
Or else Harry gets curious halfway. Oh, fuck, then they're both just on the ground. Oh shit.
Holy fuck. Yeah, I'm excited to watch those movies.
And remember Dumbledore's shit finger? Because he was like wearing that ring and he like tried to destroy it, so he had one finger that just looked like he jammed it up somebody's ass.
That's right. Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. I'm confused on the box office of Venom because I told you that it was doing well in China, and then like this. Although I will say that. Well, this is today saying that's the lowest of the trilogy. I guess it's not going to do as well as like amazing, like I thought it would, but might still turn a profit. Venom 3 is not good, apparently. I'm glad I didn't go because it doesn't sound very entertaining. Was its budget $120 million? Because it's going to make a lot of money then. Marketing, it'll still make a decent
I always
profit.
go by Red Letter Media's rule of like doubling it. I know it's not the case all the time, but
Yeah, it's a good rule of thumb for marketing and total cost.
so that
of the
movie would have been like 240 million for a budget.
Do you think they'll follow up on Null? Null's the big bad in the teaser, whatever.
I don't know.
Apparently it was 12 minutes of credits they had to sit through to get to the post-credit scene. Would have been hell.
12 minutes?
Yeah, 12 minutes of credits. And one of them is good. One of them is Null just going, "I will destroy your world," taking a trailer scene. Another one is like, it's something stupid. Everybody says you can, I hate that I waited 12 minutes. It was just Venom. No, it's not Venom. Oh, it's the cockroach survives.
No, spoilers.
that a part of Venom's in the cockroach because they can never die. It's a joke, I guess. And yeah, that's all you see is a cockroach walking by. So yeah, I don't know. Venom trilogy as a whole, I enjoyed the first one. Second one was ass. I didn't bother watching the third because the second one was ass. So what do you guys think?
Second one was ass. Yeah, second one was dirty ass. We've discussed about this ass show.
We did. Oh yeah.
Before Carnage was a piece of shit.
Yes,
loved the first one. I loved the first one. I did. I thought that was so fun, and they did the character a lot more dark and gritty than gritty.
Yeah.
Than the first. Then holy fuck.
Than Spider-Man 3.
No. What I'm trying to say, they did him. They did him very dark. Okay.
Yes.
He was.
Oh, then the other Venoms.
Somebody
Yeah,
else talk.
because Venom's voice changed in the second one, and they leaned into the odd couple. I'm gonna make you breakfast and squirt ketchup in your face, and it's like that didn't work for me. So I like more. Yeah, apparently, even in the comic books, he's more silly than Venom in the Spider-Man 3 movie, but he's not as silly as he is in these movies. So this is not a comic accurate Venom. This is just a goofy ass Venom.
None of these Venoms are my Venom.
He looks like Venom.
He looks great.
That's probably what the
Even
12
the
minutes
Spider-Man.
of credits were for, was because the CGI in these movies are always amazing.
Venom to me was never that big though, because in the animated series he's big, but he's not that big. He's like
I'd say he's like 2 feet taller than Spider-Man.
Yeah, like that.
No, he's big.
No, if you watch
2
it,
feet taller. That makes him like
No, I think this one
8 feet tall.
Yeah, this one's okay. There's a problem here. Is we got Tom Holland Spider-Man who's like 5 feet.
No. I was saying, look up the Venom from 1994 or 8 Spider-Man. Or
we have to find him compared to Spider-Man at this point.
Yeah, like look up that Venom compared to the
Look at how big that bitch is. Look at him.
No, compare him to Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's get a shot in here with Spider-Man.
Look at that. He towers over that
down
bitch.
right there.
Well, let's find more.
What this with Carnage?
No, not there. Go. There's that one right there. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, he's a whole fucking like in his knee. He's hunching over to grab him.
But he's not like the way he's depicted now.
And look down there. Look at how big that fuck is with the muscles.
Like in this movie, he's like massive.
Like in the Sony one, he's bigger for sure, I think.
And also in the game, in Spider-Man 2, in that game, he's like fucking like a tank. He's like,
oh yeah, Spider-Man 2, he's huge. He's like 12 feet tall running around.
Yeah, he should be.
I don't know.
For me, it's mostly he doesn't have a Spider-Man, and he doesn't have the Spider-Man symbol or motivation to fight Spider-Man. It doesn't. So many things are wrong with this Venom. I'm glad the series is done, just because we're that closer to getting a proper Venom, more serious one.
Also,
that's
I
not
want
a
to get
cartoon.
Black Suit Spider-Man so bad. Holy shit, that'd be fucking amazing.
Get back here, Shaka.
Oh, I thought you were like talking about buying the black suit.
No.
You know what? I talked about OnlyFans. Weird segue, but I talked about OnlyFans girls. You weren't here. Oh wait, when you're not here, I bring up OnlyFans girls. But no, I talk about the trends that I see on Twitter like pop up.
Yeah.
Like before it was like now they're doing like something where it's like they say like, oh, my famous cousin, and then it's like they'll like have an ad. They'll be like, oh, watch this person's, like they'll say a famous person, and they'll be like, it's her cousin get fucked or something like that. So they try to relate it to a celebrity. So you'd be like, oh, like fucking Susan Sarandon's why did I pull someone who's like 70 years old?
Oh, for whatever reason, I was imagining like a dating app you're talking about. This is how they advertise.
And like on the Twitter ones, for some reason, every one of these girls buys a Spider-Man suit.
Really?
And I'm like, I don't understand. I never wanted to watch Spider-Man be fucked. You know what I mean? Like, especially like it's like black suit Spider-Man and regular suit Spider-Man. It's not like one of the female versions. They're just Spider-Man.
That's weird.
We saw a pretty cool Spider-Man at Comic-Con the other day.
Big tits?
Oh, it was just.
Oh, we're talking about girls. I don't know.
Remember, it was like basically the Raimi Spider-Man.
Yeah, he had.
Wait, you guys saw that?
Yeah, it was a really cool costume. Well, it was like
I
leather.
Like seeing a Spider-Man there.
We saw some Terrifiers. Yeah, there was the Raimi Spider-Man. The only thing was his head had to go all the way back because it was kind of loose in the back.
I would like to do the Spider-Man that
and right after he gets Spider-Man body.
After, you know what? The Spider-Man from
fuck. That's what I want the most.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how that could be like a compelling. Well, it could be, but it'd have to be done like a horror movie.
Compelling. This is fucking awesome.
Well, the way they do it in the, oh my God, like the way they do it in the story, like you have Punisher involved and shit.
That kind of looks a little stupid.
Like I want to see that so fucking
just
bad.
because he kind of looks like, hey, what are you doing?
Like he's basically just mutating to a fucking spider.
No, it's all portrayed very dramatically and shit.
Yeah, I would think it'd be a great like offshoot story, but I don't see how it would fit into like the canon right now.
I said I want to dress like him. We're talking about canon and shit. The fuck you guys talking about? I said that next Comic-Con I'm going as Man Spider. And you're like, how's the canon gonna work?
You've never dressed like that before. How is the audience at Comic-Con gonna believe it?
It's just so cool because at first, how does he get it again?
It's still hard.
Because the story is mixed with like Morbius's story and the Punisher, right?
Oh, actually, I think he's transforming. Oh yeah, it is kind of mixed with actually. But he's transforming just from the spider bite itself.
Wow, he brought me right back.
Well, yeah.
Because what it was, I remember he was transforming.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get Michael Morbius to help him because he was trying to make a serum.
I need to help Michael Morbius become human. Like, I can help you. We're the same. We both have like an issue. And meanwhile, he's sprouting arms and he's like, Morbius, stop running from me. I need to help you. And then eventually he just fucking transforms. And Morbius sees that. He's like, the fuck? And then he runs out of there.
Or does he go see that woman who's linked with Kraven?
I know Punisher's there and Kraven.
Kraven's hunting him.
Yeah, Kraven and Punisher team up, which is fucking awesome. And yeah, it's pretty good shit. Oh yeah, speaking of this show, there's apparently reports from reliable leakers that they're talking about making a sequel. It's coming back. We're gonna find out what happened. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Reliable leakers. We might get more of it.
Do you think I could be that Spider-Man with the hair? Look at him. He's kind of brown. Just think about it.
Oh, you guys
they could hire me. There could be a reason.
Honestly, that Spider-Man.
Let me be Spider-Man. God damn it.
I'll say Bruce Campbell.
Oh, what? Yeah, a younger Bruce Campbell would have been possibly would have worked right there. Yeah, this is fucking awesome. I forgot why we're talking about Spider-Man, but hell yeah. Also, Venom. Yeah, so so anything else on Venom? Let's see. Lowest of the trilogy. We talked about that. Lowest opening. Yeah.
I feel like we should talk about Comic-Con. Good segue from this stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. So we all attended a Comic-Con and had a good time. I was wandering around buying shit. I bought some cool ass keychains of N64 games and other games. SNES.
Super Nintendo game.
Also bought a sweet ass shirt. I'm not wearing it. It's a plain shirt. Nothing on it. No, it's a shirt of training to beat Goku, or at least Yamcha. I like that. Since not
wearing about the same shirt.
I think Yajirobe was shitty.
I was trying to find a different shirt, but I was like, I was copy Christian then. But I told Christian I'll cut mine to a mall shirt though. It'll be different.
Oh, I just meant because like Yamcha, I guess, is the meme that he always dies or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Or he always gets beaten up, but I think Yajirobe's like worse.
It's a good
question.
question.
Worse defends Yajirobe.
Can you do his voice?
Huh?
Can you do his voice?
Who's?
Yajirobe.
I don't remember what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Like that. Kind of.
Oh yeah, he's like channel Seth Rogen and make it higher pitched.
Yeah, sorry, this little thing I like staying. Is
that it?
Yeah, there it is. You all heard it.
Here you go.
I'm not going.
Yeah, so I guess.
Honestly, I don't think that'd be that hard to do that voice though.
Yeah, he's like,
yeah, sorry, I got this little thing about staying alive.
Not even the most unique voice.
That's Beetlejuice right there. Goku or something.
What are we talking about Comic-Con?
You know what? We didn't even see any Goku or Vegetas there, really. Like, not a lot of Dragon Ball characters. There's no Bulmas. There's no, like, I figure those are, like, classic Comic-Con, like, you know.
Earlier, like, people were just flooding in regular clothes. I didn't see many people dressed up. But as the day went on, more people were showing up dressed up.
Yeah.
I feel like next time we should go a bit later. We'll see those costumes.
It was annoying that we kept getting, not annoying, but well, actually it was annoying. We kept getting lost from each other. We would just constantly
kept abandoning me all the time.
Well, actually, because it first started when you said you need an ATM.
Which is a hilarious story, honestly.
Like you're like, I need an ATM. Was just over there.
I was never lost.
You kept pointing over there. Like,
I was exploring.
Okay, and then you're like, okay, let's go. And then your brother was
wandered
like,
off real fast.
I kept telling Christian to follow me somewhere, and Christian kept disappearing.
You're way too fucking fast.
I was walking slow.
No, honestly, I would literally. Actually, I think both of you were too fast. Like I would see you guys.
I was
walking.
trying to slow down to wait for you. Then Brandon was like, follow me. He's like, hey, follow the video game.
Well, no, you agreed on something. You said, we'll find this.
But then you're a mile away, and then Forrest is like, I see you, or whatever.
Ignore Forrest. Ignore him.
And you're like, oh, I can't go.
Well, I will tell me if Forrest, if you see Forrest.
I was about to give some great directions, by the way. I was going to because like the stadium, the ceiling was halved. Like the one had designs, one was plain. I would say, I'm in the center of the plain area of the stadium, and you would have found me exactly.
Because Well, me and your brother were trying to find them. This is when you went to the ATM or something. So we couldn't find you after.
I got to tell that story. It's really funny.
Then I would see them and we'd be like, okay, there's Christian. And then it was just like a person would walk by. He was gone. Like, what the fuck?
Like, where did he go?
We keep walking this way and we're like, holy shit, like they're both gone. And they weren't waiting.
X-Files music.
Yeah. I did not buy a sword this year, but I was tempted because I saw the Blades of Chaos. They were a little small though. Blades of Chaos should be like this, you know?
Yeah.
If they were that, I would have bought them. Absolutely. God of War is amazing. Also the Cloud sword from Final Fantasy VII.
I want the Jason Goes to Hell sword. That's
Oh
what I want.
yeah. Well, wouldn't
Like that special magical sword that kills the Voorhees bloodline.
Yeah, it's like
fuck. I hate that. Like I know I like the sword's funny and cool. I don't know. I just did it right out of the No, but I just hate like out of nowhere that there's just some magical dagger or sword.
Oh, it's unique to the movie, man. That's Jason Goes to Hell sword, you know.
I find it weird just out of nowhere. There's a sword that kills the blood. It's like, where did this come from?
And then he's in space later.
And Brandon, your idol was there too, Jason. You're standing right behind him.
I can understand space a bit more.
He was
just 'cause
standing
it's a time
behind
jump.
you.
You're
You're standing right behind him.
So here's my Comic-Con story. So I saw one of the most famous people there. Okay, Elijah Wood was there. So I was like, fuck, you know, I kind of want to meet Elijah Wood. So I was like, but I don't have cash. So there's the dilemma. There's the dilemma that I'm facing. While we were at the big stand where there's all the celebrities, we walked away. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to meet Elijah Wood. So I was like, fuck, I remember there being an ATM here. There was an ATM when we were standing here. And then they were like, you two gaslighters. They were like, no, there's never an ATM here. There's no ATM. Look around. There's none.
No?
So I went all the way like out of the stadium or whatever, wherever the fuck we were, to the right, all the way to the left, wandered 30 minutes. I met them back at the spot after I found the money. We looked right. It was 2 feet from where we were standing.
Really?
We were looking to the right. We didn't turn our head this way.
He did turn to the left.
There was
Wow.
3 ATMs right there.
All of you were just
Like,
looking in the other direction.
He's like, no, there's an ATM here somewhere. And we're like, no. So he walks that way.
No, it's like a cartoon. Just traveling.
It was so dumb. And the funny thing was that we all met up there. And then after, I was like, there are ATMs there. And then they were like,
No.
what the fuck?
No.
Wow. Really?
Seeing Elijah Wood was cool. Yeah, I didn't want to get it on the photo with you guys. So I was like,
I don't know why.
Well, it's because you guys was brothers, and I was like, "Oh, you guys have the photo."
It wasn't a moment like that. Me and Rory don't have any affinity to Elijah Wood. I just thought it was cool to meet him. Honestly, I thought you guys would. You guys like the Lord of the Rings. I was paying for it. I was like, get it on the photo.
I was
Wood's
surprised
cool.
how small he was. Like, holy
You mean
shit.
I know. It's like I didn't expect him to be
Perfect
Hobbit sized.
Like, he's obviously not 3
Wait, look
foot
at him.
5.
My brother
not a
was like,
hobbit.
wow, he was like really small. Like I couldn't believe it, like 4'11". And then I was like, yeah, he was small. Then I was like 4'11". And then we look it up, he's 5'5". I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that was pretty cool though. Seeing
Tons of cool costumes at Comic-Con. I want to, as I said, dress up like Spider-Man.
does anyone know what skibbity means?
It's brain rot meme.
So it's
as
a word
called.
for like the generation Alpha, like the youngest one. There's
I think it was
Jane
just
shit.
a nonsensical thing.
Because somebody asked me a question in a Q&A, and they're like, "What does Rick think about this and that?" And Daryl skibbity blah. And I was just
Skibbity
like,
toilet.
and I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
Is
This
it just a meme? Is that all it is? It's this.
Yeah, and I don't think he says anything. CNN posted about it. If you don't know what it is, you
Just
will.
a very wow. Netflix is making a TV show. No, they're not. Yeah.
You scared the shit out of me. People are pissed about this. Like our generation, they're like, "What is this? It doesn't make any sense." You know
This is
what
a
I
dumb
mean?
meme. I don't know.
But like, why was Nyan Cat famous? What the fuck was that?
I don't know any of
That
this.
was
is
the
that
skibbity
the-
toilet of our time.
Is that the Pop Tart?
Yeah, and it was
Well,
one of the
that
biggest
had a
videos
great
on the
song
internet.
to it.
I honestly
So,
felt
I would loop it.
pretty starstruck to see. I don't know. I'm trying to like Elijah Wood was
Oh
just
yeah, the moment I saw you walk into the Tyrese, is that his name?
old Chad Coleman.
Sorry, it's been a while since I watched Walking Dead.
Chad or Sam?
Like I
Chad.
walked in there and I didn't want to be stuck in a presentation of somebody I don't know too well.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, this is my opportunity to leave. You guys were sitting down. So I turned around quick and left.
I know.
And then I wandered around, had a great time. Yeah.
No, that panel was pretty cool though. He
know,
talked
it was
about
empty.
whatever.
Did you guys stick around for long?
What?
It was empty. No, I said that.
No, there's like
No. I meant like it was big enough space. Like around us, there's no one else.
Yeah, it was a pretty
That's what I
massive
meant.
room. It was just kind of cool to hear him talk about shit. And it was like, I think he was going for like an hour probably. We stayed for like 30, 35 minutes or whatever. I kind of felt bad for leaving, but I was like, I knew that we weren't going to be at Comic-Con all day.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, so I'm going to go.
It doesn't take
Yeah.
long to see what we want to see. I'd like to go to one of the bigger ones one time.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
San Diego, or, well, I guess New York's our closest one.
Like Chad Coleman was fucking awesome. And just to see him up close, it was just like, holy
Oh, yeah,
fuck,
for
that's
sure.
Tyrese. Like, that's
See his-
crazy.
Yeah.
But like, it's insane because like, I don't know, like when you meet celebrities like that, like I don't want to say, oh, I have a channel and I talk about The Walking Dead, this and that, and like, you know,
they probably don't give a shit.
and like mention my channel name. And like, I don't want to do that. So it's just like,
Yeah, why would you?
awkward. Yeah, as well. It's just, I don't know. I see a lot of people like, oh, I'm fans or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know. When I went up there, I just kind of said, oh, hey, this and that, you know, big fan or whatever. He's like, oh, thank you. But he seemed kind of like shy, I guess, a bit. Like he wasn't talking as much as everyone else.
Oh, like
was.
he was meeting the great movie idol. He
Yeah,
was shy.
I mean,
you know,
he
he knew
was
who you were.
Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty
sign
cool
yours.
though.
Wait, I'll sign yours if you sign mine.
Yeah.
That could mean that's something else.
But what was funny though is
I got to meet
when we met
Nancy.
Oh, yeah.
Heather Langenkamp.
No, you didn't. Randy did.
Told her my name was Brown twice, and she still said Randy.
Yeah.
So,
You're
Hey, you know what?
angry.
Nancy, Randy. It's kind of
so
same. You know.
they allow you to go up with, I don't know how many people, but like we were 3 and we got to go meet Heather Langenkamp.
I didn't know that.
Wait, did you say I didn't know her?
I didn't know you're allowed to have 3 people up.
Oh, yes. I didn't know that either, but I went up with him and Forrest was like behind me sniffing my ears or something. And so we walked up and I kind of let Brandon take the lead, but he's hilarious. And you said it pretty clear. You walked up to her and she's on the screen there.
Yeah.
You know, beautiful woman. And he goes, she says, what's your name? And he goes, oh, Brandon. She's like, Randy? And she's like, oh, Randy. And he's like, no, Brandon. Oh, Randy. No, he's like, no, Brandon. And she's like, oh, Brandon. And then Brandon immediately after that, put to Brandon.
No, I said, okay, so put two Brandon.
You did not.
No,
You
no.
just
I
said
did say
put
that.
to Brandon.
No, I
You
didn't.
that's all you said. You didn't go, okay.
Not that
put-
aggressive, though.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did because you tried
No.
to chuck it in so fast. You were like, put to Brandon.
No, because I
Holy
saw
sign the autograph.
That's lame.
no, because I holy fuck, dissing me signing autograph.
Well, you're not as cool as Heather Langenkamp. What do you mean?
No, I saw you
Or maybe I
when
told
you
me I got
said
cut in.
that. Like, because I know she got your name original the first time, second time I think she got your name, and then for some reason she went back to Randy or Brandy or whatever. But I know she said Brandon because I was like, okay, so is she gonna write it with an O or an E or something? And then she stopped for some reason, and I was like, I think she was unsure of what you said or something like that.
Well, it wasn't that long.
And then she said Randy.
No. She was signing the autograph, and what happened was he said with an O.
Oh, okay.
So then she's like, oh, that's how I wrote it, right? And he's like, yes.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, you heard it. Put to Brandon.
Yeah, but then when because I know when you said that, I was just like, I had that instinct to be like, I don't know, just like be like say please or like,
I said it.
yeah.
I said to him, I was like, because remember you said it. I was like, relax.
That's what I said. I said, yeah. So yeah, I'm talking. I was like, yeah, put 2 Brandon. That's what I said.
You did not.
I didn't say put 2 Brandon. I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
That's exactly what you said.
Defense though,
Why
Brandon.
would I say it otherwise? Why did I go to you and say relax? Yes,
I don't remember any of
Yes,
that.
I fucking did.
Well, I don't remember any of that. Okay, I don't know.
Well, in defense, Brandon did say going up there, he's like, oh fuck, I'm nervous. Holy shit, my hands are
yeah,
shaking.
I know. He had
Oh,
tunnel
yeah,
vision.
for sure.
He
Also,
yelled at
she probably
Nancy.
should get your hearing aid, you know, 'cause, yeah, clearly can't just have trouble hearing, right?
Well, that's what they all like. The celebrities there have somebody with them who writes on the paper what to write down. But the woman there was like, oh no, she likes to talk with people, so she'll like she'll get it. And I was just like, oh fuck, no, this is not good.
I
Immediately,
see.
I knew something was going to happen. That's
Normally,
why I'm glad-
isn't it like write your own name down?
It was just funny. I could tell Brandon was nervous. He just chucked something out. It's okay.
as long as I'm not a part of the nervousness and I can watch from afar and laugh. That's
I
fun.
loved it. I loved every second of it. It would only be better if it was me who did it. I'd love that story forever. I was like, remember when I just fucking tanked meeting?
I like that we were like, after we met Elijah Wood, we're like, oh fuck, that's crazy. And we're talking, we're standing in Billy Boyd's line. We're just our backs turned towards him though.
Really?
I remember we talked about, we met Elijah Wood and then we like walked to like 2 feet away from him. And then I like dissed Lord of the Rings. I was like, I don't even like those movies. He's like right there. I was like,
You son of a bitch. How dare you?
Yeah, honestly, it is insane to think that I saw him like that close. Like, holy shit. It's crazy.
I didn't mean to, but I tried to say, I meant to say like I didn't like Lord of the Rings as much as I like Sin City. Like I really liked him in Sin City, but I was just like, yeah, I didn't really like Lord of the Rings. And he's like right there.
Was he in Sin City? I never watched those movies, so I don't know. But
so why are you confused that he's in the movie?
It just seems so random for him to be in it.
He was the little kid with the glasses who ate people.
Remember this guy? The one that with the glasses and shit?
I've never watched this movie.
Oh, the eyes.
Never watched it.
You're gonna watch it with your kids.
A gun to your head.
Oh man. And like I just want to go to more of these panels. Like, you know what? The closest would be,
You can watch me talk.
honestly, we should just go to San Diego Comic-Con at one point. It'd be the cheapest because New York is always like, fuck, that'd be $500 there and back. I think San Diego would be about 300 there and back.
We really need merch.
Or just
so we can
you know what? Honestly,
Wait, how
sense.
far is San Diego from us?
San Diego is it's 2 hours south, I think, of LA, pretty sure. But
So
honestly,
really far compared to New York.
yeah, but for flying, it's way cheaper, which makes no fucking sense. I don't understand it. I don't know why going to New York, going to Toronto, all those places, it's like $1 billion. But we can just do a road trip too, save a lot of money.
A lot of times it's cheaper to fly. Because if you factor in like stays, if you factor in like hotels, if you factor in mileage on car, like
Well, think about it. Going to LA
Like
would
mileage
cost
on
us what, $400 each, like going there and then back. So $800 each. So that's $3,200 and flights just for us. I don't think we're spending $3,000 in gas going to there and back. You know, I think.
well, we just got to make sure we take a good vehicle.
Yeah, that's my only worry is that.
Because then we could end up spending $3,000. Because I was like, neither of our vehicles are like top tier vehicles that would like want to take on a trip across the country.
No.
So I have a question. I wanted to ask this around Halloween, but we talked about other things on the Halloween episode. But there's always a big discussion, right? Because we always think about the highs and lows of the world. So I want to know what you guys prefer. If you would rather be trapped in the deep ocean or space.
Space.
Why?
Trapped, you say?
Because the deep.
Why do you sound horny about being trapped? Trapped, you say? Can you trap me right now? Okay, why space?
You can see a lot of beautiful colors, and there's not going to be monsters trying to eat you.
I think you are. You're really. Where are you seeing all these colors?
Like just you're seeing the stars and like the moons and all just
The moon.
everything
That's
out
so
there.
far away. You're not seeing
the
shit.
moons. There's only one moon you can see.
No, there's a lot of moons.
All right, sure.
Wait,
Okay,
yeah,
so
but
where are you trapped?
You're
though?
trapped
How
like
would you
in
know, though?
between just out of our atmosphere.
Well, I'm picturing where I'm kind of like a little farther from Earth, like in between Earth and Mars, like in a spacesuit, I guess, because otherwise I'd be dead. And I would I don't know, I would just see everything around. You would see the Earth. That's all you would see is just
The
planets
Earth and then the moon.
yeah, but everyone will leave me alone as long as I don't, I mean, like in both scenarios, I'm dead. But like in that situation, everyone will leave me alone. If I'm in the ocean, it's fucked up shit down there.
Also, in the ocean.
Also, not space. You're in a ship that just can't move.
Okay, then still space. It's safer.
You're still dead.
What do you mean?
No matter what, you're still gonna die.
Okay, well, I'd feel safer though, and that because it would be like I don't know, I wouldn't feel scared the whole time being like deep in the ocean.
You know what? It would be
There's
pretty
fucked
fucking
up
sick
shit.
to die in space. I'm one with the cosmos. Also, if you're deep in the ocean, it's gonna be dark because there's no light can't reach that deep down. It's black.
Yeah.
Also, but one benefit if you were to die, just like Ocean's 11. I don't know. Fuck it's
Ocean
called.
Gate.
Yeah.
Ocean
that
11.
one. Ocean 11 with like Tom Cruise.
Wait, what are you talking about? You can implode your submarine on command?
No. It's if I assume we're at the bottom of the ocean, in which case pressure will squash you in an instant.
Yeah, but you're in a sub.
Yeah, well, that's true. It'll still get squashed. Yeah, the moment there's like a tiny little hole. Oh god.
See, that reminded me. Remember when that popped? Whatever happened, and you put your hat on.
You just mentioned that the other day, which is really weird.
What did you say? Popeyes?
No. Holy fuck! Somebody's hungry. No, when I put the hat on my head.
Oh yes, I did. Yeah, that was hilarious. I
Find the clip.
I choose space just so I could be like Bender in that one Futurama episode where he's God and he's floating around and he has like a civilization on him.
Just give me a guitar.
But that's not happening in this scenario.
Yeah, it could.
One, you're in a ship.
Yes.
Two, you're not made of metal. You're not going to be around.
What do you guys think?
You know what? Somebody would find me one day if it was like Alien Romulus and like they were on the ship and then they saw my body.
There's none of that.
That'd be pretty cool.
See, if you die in the ocean,
wait,
you get
your
squashed.
Body? Yeah.
What happened to go into the sun, though?
You won't.
I don't think. Oh, eventually, yeah, you'd fly for a while until that happens.
I don't even know if you could. I think you'd fly for eternity. I don't think you'd ever go there.
But I could float for eternity. Get resurrected by aliens. There, I said it. I said what we were all thinking. All right, so what do you guys think? Ocean or space?
I would do the ocean just because I think, if anything, I want to die spectacularly. And at the deep ocean, there's stuff that we don't even know that's down there. And if there's something that's fucking awesome that can kill me, I'd rather take that.
You'll find hell.
Because I'll see. No. What is everybody doing? He's going to become God. I'm finding hell. What's happening?
What do you guys say for your votes? You two.
Space, because my encounter freezing one day.
Oh, that's right. You might.
I hate that all your guys' things are predicated on these magical. Because there's some, like, well, I guess.
Maybe.
Like mine, at least, okay, at least mine was a little bit viable. I'm thinking that there's going to be like a big giant squid under the water that's going to kill me. That makes sense.
What about these guys? The Abyss.
What the fuck is that?
This is James Cameron's The Abyss.
That's a penis head, man.
That's what I thought.
You might encounter
look at him.
Bikini Bottom too, right?
Also, no fantastical stuff. No Bikini Bottom.
But if this guy shows up
actually,
and gives you
probably
like,
encounter Rock Bottom in that show.
like his brain's visible.
That looks like his brain's a pair of tits.
I don't know if you remember that audio recording of hell.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
remember that?
And that was,
they heard the sounds of hell.
Yeah, you'll start hearing sounds of hell down there.
You want to
still believe that?
You want to hear that?
No.
You want to hear that shit? You want to hear that shit?
What?
You want to hear that shit? What?
Why are you sounding? Why is everybody talking to me like they're horny? Brandon, you want to hear that shit or what?
Also, us two, we're closer to heaven than you are, so.
Goddamn right.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
We're closer to heaven.
We're not getting into that. He's talking about heaven over there. What the fuck?
We're closer to heaven. You're closer to hell. So, I don't know.
How does that make sense? We're on the same floor.
Of course, because God's in space.
Oh, you're saying because of that. I thought you were saying like right now.
I mean, in real life, like we have more.
Oh, yeah. Holy Brendan's just sentencing me.
That's what I was saying.
You're going to hell, man.
Should look up that Sounds of Hell recording.
I think it was proven fake. And one thing stood out to me about that, though.
Well, there's no evidence for shit.
There's one sound in that track that always stood out to me, and I was like, I heard this before. I know where it's from. It's from Mario. It's the wizard. This motherfucker. It's like, wah, 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 wah. That's in the soundtrack.
For that hell thing?
I don't remember that being in.
Oh, it's there.
In the sound. Didn't they get the recording from Siberia?
Yeah, it's tied with the story of the deepest hole in the world that Russia drilled. It's like very small. It goes all the fuck down.
Yeah, and they recorded the sound of hell.
Well, actually, I saw like the video of how deep they dug. It's not even close to being anywhere near the center of the earth.
It's true. It's like the fucking the earth is this, and
I just remember when I was a kid that really fucked with me because like I just thinking of like
it's pretty cool.
They were recording sounds from hell, and then it sounded like it was just a lot of people screaming.
Deep throat that mic. It's pretty far now.
It keeps falling down. I keep lifting it. It keeps going down.
Well, tighten it.
That's what I was doing, but
harder. Use your man hands.
What I always
no, you back up, you son of a bitch.
No, what always fucked with me with that was that they were literally recording sounds from hell, and you would hear like people screaming and shit.
I know.
So it always messed with me because it was just like I always pictured like the people who actually went to hell. There was like thousands of them, and they were like in pain and like whatever the fuck would happen.
A lot
hell.
more than thousands.
Yeah, and I was just like, that's fucked up.
There's so many good people out there, man.
It was terrifying. Like it scared me as a kid.
There's a lot of good people out there. Only 1,000.
cool.
I don't remember anything like that scaring me. Maybe I've always just been a weird skeptic.
You never heard of like a spooky ghost story on like a S-Fogs? You're like, oh my God, maybe. Or as we had in Canada, Canadian Ghost Stories TV show, Creepy Canada.
I never
was
liked
called.
them.
It was always creepy to me. It was like this butcher hated his boss, so he chopped him up and threw him in stew and fed him to the customers. Oh my God, creepy. And
Well, that's a real story, isn't it?
I think they're all loosely based on real stories. That probably did happen. It's all real.
Yeah, I don't remember. Not that it didn't happen, but I don't remember like really being that scared or involved in ghost stories. I always remember being a big skeptic. My brother was like he was pretty scared of that shit.
Depends on your
not
age.
me.
Like, you know, like as you learn more about the world, your skepticism will likely increase.
No, but even when I was a kid, like my brother was older than me.
Like you're like 4 years old, like goo goo guy. And you're like, you know what? Maybe the moon landing.
I was. I was kidding. No, but no, like even at like 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I don't remember being that scared of ghosts. I think I was more scared of demons.
Imagination wander and explore the galaxy.
Yes, there was a big fear that's been going on in Forrest's life, and there's two things that make
We had a
him
scary
fear
realization. we wanna
more.
talk about.
Is that one is the biggest fear in Forrest's life is the fear that he will realize that his life has been a lie because he lies to himself every day that he's not a man who wants to wear shorts. But logic would dictate that from the way that he wears his pants all the time, just like now, that he just pulled them up into shorts. So I just say, fuck it, rip the Band-Aid off and buy shorts. And two is that the no-name burritos.
See, so the shorts to me are just too thick. I know this is whatever,
It's a
but
throwaway
I prefer
gag.
to wear boxers around the house. To me, that's like boxers, t-shirt, walk around the house. That's the best.
Okay, but you're in.
Well, I can't wear boxers here. So this is like, I don't know.
So wear shorts.
That's different. It is different. Because they're just like the way they fit around your legs, around your knees. Just like, I don't know. It's a little off.
These here are amazing. Hot beef and bean. I still remember the taste, the spice of these burritos. Even though I've been robbed of them for many years, I haven't realized.
I'm going to let you guys talk about this for a couple minutes. I'm just going to absolutely tear down everything you guys have to say. So you just go ahead.
No, I just remember, like, I never had these a lot, but it was always something that, like, when I went to mom's place, she'd have these burritos and, like, like instead of, because Pizza Pops, I don't know. I'm not
They're more expensive. These burritos were very cheap. They're no-name burritos that tasted great. And they're practical to buy. They're just like added to your grocery list.
Best supper ever. Just warm up 2 burritos, put some sour cream on the side. Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Watch a movie.
And we have more information as to why they are now gone from us.
Oh, no, you son of a
taken from
bitch.
us.
You guys are going to use that take. You guys said that and my lips got dry and I licked them. You fuckers.
We'll zoom in.
Just keep repeating
Zoom in
that when he's bashing it. Keep showing it.
As you're bashing the burritos, I'll zoom in on a burrito and it's like cut to you. It's licking your lips. But yes, so they were gone because they were discontinued. The vendor who makes them was unwilling to continue making them at the cost that Loblaw was willing to pay.
And Loblaws, for you who don't know, is the parent company for Superstore.
Superstores and like Hudson Bay Company and all that, or no? Or is that the same thing? I don't know.
I know they do no frills.
Yeah,
maybe save on foods.
And the Hudson Bay companies sell like furs and shit, trade them or whatever.
But like now you can't get those burritos anywhere.
Yeah,
oh,
way
you
back in the
can.
day.
It's gone now.
Like you cannot get those burritos
It's so
anywhere.
good. Every other version is stupidly expensive.
It's $3 a burrito or $3 or $4 a
Ridiculous.
burrito.
It used to be
Never
like
fucking paying
99
that.
cents. Bring it back.
How much? Can you find those anywhere though? Like I know not in Canada.
No.
But if we went to the US, could we get some?
You're licking your lip at a burrito.
No, I was not licking my lips.
And you're about to go in on the burrito.
I don't like the shape of that, and you're discussing
Shape.
The shape of that.
Well, like when you eat it.
What are you talking about?
Oh fuck. Oh.
Fuck you guys.
So these are disgusting though.
These are great.
Those are so fucking
What happened
gross.
to these?
I
Why
always
don't I buy them anymore? Did I forget?
like
Maybe.
mom always had those
I
and
remember
I
those
just
things.
hated
They're good.
them. It's like,
Some-
oh, here's
some
some
of-
snacks. And I was like,
They're
oh,
great
fuck that, I'm
for
gonna die.
diet. That's why I gained weight. I forgot about the rice crackers.
These crackers I don't remember being particularly fond of them, but I was just eating crackers with crackers, maybe with something that would have been a bit better. Maybe I got to be pretentious with these crackers.
It's such a great
I'm
taste.
trying to think of a food that was discontinued that I really liked.
Dunkaroos.
I wasn't like the biggest fan of Dunkaroos. Oh, I've never been to Hooters. I hear people talking a lot. We should go to Hooters, see some tits.
I haven't been to Hooters ever.
Ever? You've never seen tits?
Here I was expecting owls.
Well, that's why that's one of the crazy, like, okay, let's get into Hooters for a second. Is that going to die out? Because their whole biggest draw is tits. The whole thing is tits, and it's Hooters, and it's got an owl with big eyes that look like tits.
That's going to put a lot of women out of a job. They go away. That's sexist. I'm trying. I am the CEO of Hooters.
You're really trying to be progressive over there.
No, I just don't think they would ever go away because it's just
like strip clubs. Strip clubs would go away.
I don't think so.
If this really was like a big thing, like the moment somebody from Twitter is going to be like, this is blah, and they're going to get like, I don't know, twerked on a strip club.
See, now if I'm thinking about it, the business model, I always like to think of it as somebody pitching this idea to investors. So it'd be like, okay, you know restaurants, right? Yeah. What's one of your best thing about the experience? Oh, you know, the waitress looking at a nice woman.
Who says that? I guess somebody there said it.
No, but you know, these are brand deals. Sex sells. You know what I mean? Like that's always the big thing. Sex sells. So then they're like, okay, now imagine a restaurant, but everybody's got. Well, not everybody. I just show up. I got big tits. No, all the wait staff has big tits.
How did it start though? What if it was like a regular restaurant, and then they noticed that when they hire like pretty waitresses, they get more business.
Look
They're
up
like,
Hooters movie and see if there's one that's like
Google
the
it?
founder. Maybe it'll be our favorite one.
The Hooter.
the Hooter. And then maybe we'll watch it. Maybe see if there's a.
Wait, it's an LGBTQ movie? I don't think that's about Hooters. Wait, are we saying a term here? What is this? Why is it a documentary about the LGBTQ? What is this? Lesbian culture.
maybe we'll watch it later. An exploration of lesbian culture. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah,
anyways,
but because before this just got like axed that they had to, like, I don't know if the government ruled it or it was the restaurant, but they said they had to, before it was a requirement that you had to have big tits. Now it's not a requirement anymore. Now they don't discriminate against Hooters. There's all sides of Hooters, just like their delicious 99-cent wings.
Damn, that's a good price on wings.
I don't know what that is, but I just wanted to make it seem like I was doing a brand deal for Hooters.
Man, yeah, I don't. You know, if they got good prices, it could stick around. But what does their logo look like exactly?
It's an owl with tit eyes.
That's what I remember. I don't see their logo anywhere.
You wrote restaurant.
Oh, here it is.
Look at those tits.
He's glazed over. He's high off his fucking mind. Look at those red eyes of his.
It looks like he's fucking hypnotized by tits. Like, look at the shirts. Zoom in on those shirts, please.
All right. How interesting.
Such kids. We all just go silent to look at them.
I was going to say, it gets awkwardly quiet. So you're saying they're taking that away from us? I combined me and us. Us. It's just fucking Freudian slips from me.
You haven't even gone yet. Now you're feeling entitled about it.
Like, what is this?
Holy fuck.
You're saying I could have had it all. Wings and tits.
Fuck, I'd love to have wings.
Oh, these are great.
There's always a chance.
No,
Not if they close.
Why?
I can't grow wings.
Well, I thought you meant eating them, not physically having them.
No, it's just like to have wings to like actually fly.
That's not what you said. You said, fuck, I wish I could have wings.
Yeah.
That sounds like the food.
No, I want to fly.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. So those burritos.
So we talk about David Roth now?
The one thing that I've been reading lately is Alex Van Halen's book, and I saw an interview where David Lee Roth or Alex Van Halen was talking about David Lee Roth, and he said that they were going to do a tribute tour for Eddie Van Halen, which I was like, oh yeah, because I heard about that a couple of years ago, and then it just kind of went nowhere. And the reason why is apparently he was pissed off, like David Lee Roth was pissed off that they were going to have like Eddie Van Halen on screen. So apparently Alex was like, well, how do we do a tribute, to Eddie? And so he asked Queen, like, how do you do a tribute to Freddie? And it's like, we'll put a big thing of Freddie, like, on the
He's Freddy Krueger
on screen. So like people will cheer at certain moments, so they would do that with Eddie, which would be fucking cool. If it's certain solo, you have him on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
David Lee Roth was fucking pissed when he suggested that. And he was like, no, you're not doing that. And so Alex was just like, he was like, fuck, what the hell? Like he was hurt by that. And right away it stopped. All the plans for that stopped. And right when he said that, I was like, I've lost all respect for David Lee Roth.
Screw him. He sounds like a dick.
Because I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Like to
Just
me,
one tour.
Van Halen is Eddie Van Halen. Like you can't have the band without him at all. So
That's unfortunate. I
but
had no idea.
I also agree with what
Hey, look,
Alex.
you clicked on a picture that has the thing on it.
Oh, the actual, from the book.
But what I actually like what Alex Van Halen said too, which is he's the only real singer of Van Halen, which I do like because it's true. Sammy Hagar sucks, Brandon.
Well, I want to know his reason why he didn't like it.
I think it's just an ego thing because like he always.
Yeah, we don't know.
He's always kind of been like that though with the band. It's always been like Dave. Or
I don't know. What reasoning would there be besides ego to be like, no, fuck.
Well, maybe he thought he was like distracting from the other guitarist who's playing the solo.
Maybe it
wasn't fair to him.
Well,
Maybe
the whole
be
tour
sad.
is supposed to be a tribute tour.
Yeah, so maybe he thought that was enough.
Maybe he doesn't want to be sad though. At his age, maybe he doesn't want to be a sad tour.
I don't know.
He just wants to be
what
all-
I've heard
all
about
fun
David Lee
games.
Roth.
I'm not saying those are justifiable or that's what he thought. I'm just saying like I would like to know his reason rather than because I don't know what's going through his
You
head.
should look
obviously.
up what he said recently about Wolfgang. Type in David Lee Roth on Wolfgang because when I heard that I was like, oh shit, because he kind of bashed him a bit. I don't remember exactly what he said.
Hold on, that would get us to the answer. The one on top, Christian.
There he is. Also, they're gonna. Oh wait, no.
Nobody heard me or what?
No, I heard.
He had the same beard,
Yeah, that's what my mom was saying.
Yeah,
is
that's
that someone said that Wolfgang or Sydney or someone saw
but he's
Wolfgang.
bigger than Christian.
Yeah, but Sydney was like, oh, Christian, and then saw Eddie Van Halen and was like, oh, like Papa. Because my dad looked a lot like Eddie Van Halen when he was a kid.
Oh,
Or was
okay.
it
I
teen-
thought you were talking about you. I was like, relax.
No.
While Roth is releasing mocking YouTube videos, Wolfgang's usually taking the high road when it comes to his former singer.
Yeah, like I don't remember what was said,
And the
but
rest
all
is
I know is
paywalled.
that he was kind of saying shit about Wolfgang. But I like Alex's response to it because the journalist is like, so what do you think about, Wolfgang saying all this shit? And but Alex Van Halen just laughs. He's just like,
There's that person that looks like Christian. Or, talking about
no.
Slashing music
Trying to come
video
up with a response
from
to
March of
this.
this year. Slashing music
I said
video.
he's bigger than you, but he's got
Yeah,
two
you
beards.
did
That's
say
your
Steve
facial
Tyler.
hair.
No worries. I have Steve Tyler doing the thing.
No, I keep it clean.
Well, I know, but like that's the texture of your. I don't know. It's like I tasted it.
There he is. There am I. Oh my God.
Well, you got to look up Peter Jackson filming The Lord of the Rings. That's who you are.
Where are we on Wolfgang? I can't find the quote exactly.
This podcast. This one's
I
a little
thought
bit
Brandon
wild.
would have a response to it, but Brandon's just like,
I don't know. This just looks like a guy who's Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know.
see, what I liked about it was that when they asked Alex about like, oh, what about the drama or whatever, he laughed and he's like, oh, that's just Dave or whatever. And he barely showed me.
Damn. Same shirt.
See, but he's bigger than you.
Yeah, he's way more popular. It's true.
And you know what? His hair looks fucking luscious there. Holy fuck. I'm not saying that about anything about your hair. Holy fuck. I'm just dissing you every fucking turn.
Is there anything else we wanted to get to?
Do you think David Lee Roth is just like turned into Sting? Like he looks like Roxanne Sting.
He's just like a farmer kind of now. He has this whole, what do you call it? Starts with a V, but there's like this certain like little dance thing he'll do. And it's like, it's just like, oh, what the fuck's it called? But that's kind of his style now. He's not really, and I think it works for him. Cool. But, oh man, like, I don't know. I like David Lee Roth because Van Halen, but the more and more I'm reading the book, I'm really understanding that there's some sad shit in there. Like Alex Van Halen talking about, or he was talking about that other interview where he was like, yeah, my brother, like now when I look back at it, in the last couple of years of his death, like sometimes he would write stuff just to show me stuff, but he was just looking for approval the whole time. And like, he would like do whatever. And sometimes I would dismiss it because like I look back at it now and I'm like, wow, that makes me sad. I could have said like, oh, wow, that's really fucking cool. But he kept doing that all the time. So it's a lot of sad shit because he reflects on a lot of stuff. Apparently Eddie had no idea he was going to die. He said that they didn't tell him.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. They just thought, oh yeah, we're going to get through this. And he didn't care. He just kept smiling. He's like, yeah, let's go. And it's crazy. There's a lot of shit to get into there. It's
very dark.
They had no idea he was going to die.
Yeah. Like they didn't tell him it was terminal or anything. They just said that, yeah, they're going to keep fighting it. And, you still got a chance and whatever. I think he had a stroke or he went into a coma or something. I think that's how he died. But it's crazy.
Eddie Van Halen looks like skinny Christian.
How dare you? Are you saying I'm fat? Oh, I'm just in denial.
No, but like that looks like you too.
What is Trump? You don't look gay, mean.
Fuck. So what you guys want? Trump was at a rally. He was at something, and he's at his podium as presidential candidates are, and in the crowd you hear "Gays for Trump, gays for Trump."
Okay,
and then Trump's like, "Where's gays for Trump?" And then the guy's like, "Right here, gays for Trump." And then Trump goes, "You don't look gay."
Oh, really? Is that what happened?
Yeah, can you pull it up? Trump, you don't look gay. We'll have to watch it. Like, what a fucking reaction.
Thank you.
For another crowd. He's like, what?
Holy.
That's a reaction, all right. Wow.
Like, this is the guy running for president. That's hilarious. But it's like, what the fuck?
This guy could be your president next week.
Yeah.
Not ours, but actually, when this podcast comes out,
he could be.
The election will be the day after.
Oh,
so tomorrow, as the people watching this pod,
propaganda is what you're saying,
is election day. We'll know who's. So we'll see how this all goes.
I'm very curious to know what's going to happen.
Like Donald Trump was on Joe Rogan. I saw. I gotta watch.
I got a lot of views real quick.
That's fucking crazy. Apparently it's like 3 hours. I gotta see what the fuck they're talking about.
I listened to a bunch of it.
I love that one part where Joe Rogan
just okay.
No, where Joe Rogan presses him on how he would stop Russia from invading Ukraine, stuff like that. And then like Trump goes like, "Well, listen, Vladimir, you're not gonna have to invade anyone." That's his response, real quick.
Vladimir, settle down for a second. You're not going anywhere near there. You're not going by him.
He's like, "How would you stop them from invading?" That was his response.
Yeah, he just be like, I just calls homies up.
Yeah,
relax.
That's pretty good. But I find it funny. That's some good comedy right there.
He's Trump, like everything he did is amazing. Everything everybody else.
I'd rather
did
get
shit.
a response like that than like Kamala, who would be like a classic politician, or just like, what about this other thing? Let me change the subject real quick and dodge the question.
Like that's the thing is like, if you got a proper response, like that's why to me, the only person that in terms of politicians that I've ever heard give like real responses to like most questions was Bernie Sanders. I wish he was president 10 years later.
Get him in.
Well, like me and Christian discussed, just listening to the debates, it made a lot more sense that JD Vance and Tim Walz were the ones running for president. When they spoke, it was coherent. It made sense. And they sounded like somebody who could potentially be president. These two people, I have no fucking idea. Trump's just like every time Trump talks about something, he used the word massive like 50 times. He's like, huge. Everybody showed up. It was massive, amazing. And he's like, it's wild. You got to watch it.
Yeah, no,
it's a lot of Trump being Trump, Joe asking him questions, Joe being like, well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. And he's just like, well, what are we talking about? We're not talking about gays for Trump, like,
oh man, does it get awkward in the pod? Like
honestly, it seemed like a lot like Joe not trying to overstep like he normally does, but still trying to be like, I don't know, because he's like the president or whatever. Like,
so thank you all for listening.
You never do this. Go for it. If I have to do it, if my intro's got to be the fucking me singing it, you got to do the outro.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna have video of me anyways. So in the world.
Oh no, now fuck. Now you gotta go.
And well, thank you all for watching and listening to the Empty Minds podcast. We didn't hype it up, but Mini Minds has a video out there that you can go check out. It's in the link is in the description below. I can't wait for my drunk. I might be drunk, honestly. It's getting a little. I can't hold my beer.
It's getting low, big guy.
Go check out Film Tyrant on YouTube. John Odds on Twitch as well. And check out Bobbity188 on Twitch as well.
And you can find me at twitch.tv/BigBudge as always. You can always find me rocking cool shirts. I get my apparel from if you want to know, ask me. I'll let you know. It's a cool store. I get all my shirts from. Look at this. You don't think
really
this is a cool
should be
shirt?
like pushing merch instead of just other shit.
Yeah, my other shirts. Son of a bitch.
That was
You cut me right off of all my shirts.
no, let's talk about it. So,
come on, the drink's getting real low, big guy. That was a good joke.
yeah, it was. That was a good
That's
joke.
why he cut you
I gotta
off.
get like wings
That
after
makes
this.
sense.
I'm fucking starving.
Oh, I'm starving for wings.
I know.
I can't believe Forrest switched
go
the
to
conversation to fucking wing. What?
We should go to Hooters.
Now?
Like, oh, I can't yet. Can't yet. Right now. But like, no, we should really like go. Like, I don't know, sometime soon. Because fuck, that'd be
Always
fun.
down to go.
So I don't know.
See
I
tits,
hear
I
their
guess.
wings are good.
Yeah, that's why you want to go. That's why he wants to go to the fucking wing.